Hello, welcome back to another sketchbook video. Yes, another one. I thought about just kind of staggering them, but my week got infinitely more busy. Of course it did. So I had to actually start filming this pretty quickly. I thought I had more time. I did not have more time. That was a lie. So yeah, some plans I thought were one way were actually another way. So that's cool. So tomorrow I have to go to work, and that's going to keep me pretty busy, and I'm hoping I don't perish because my back still kind of hurts and my arm is still not at 100%, much better than it was at least, but this might kick me. The day after that I have to go into town and spend the night, and the day after that my brother's going to get his casts off, and then we're going to go big shopping for the big groceries. So hopefully I survive all of that because it's going to be very busy. So I was not going to have time to do this video if I did not jump on it, and so I was doing my best because I really wanted to do another sketchbook video. I only have a few pages left in this book, and I'm just going back to certain things, kind of jumping around and fixing little bits, or if I only eat something, I'm sometimes putting a little tone on it or whatever. Just whatever I have the energy for at the time. So, this drawing, or this sketch, I suppose, I did a while back, months ago, when I thought, alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start making sketchbook videos again. And I didn't. So there's a couple in here that I saved specifically for making videos out of. Some of them I gave up and I just finished them and moved on, or they're going to probably just remain sketches because they just feel pretty old. This one's a very stiff posed picture. I mean, not that it wasn't supposed to be, but I think if I was going to do the same idea again, I would want it to look way cooler. But for now, it looks alright. And I also decided to do ink wash on this one. And the ink wash that I use is actually from last year when I was doing traditional comic pages for Inktober. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of those, so I think some of them need a little bit more working, but I did actually post those on my Patreon up to page, was it 12? Was it 13? I think it was 12. Um, yeah, so I will probably eventually start posting those on my socials. Oh yeah, my hair creeping in. It was really clean too, so it was just everywhere. I kind of got my camera crooked, or my phone crooked, so yeah, you can kind of see my chair. Then right here, I got my face weirdly in the shot, so I just did a little zoomed in bit. Not necessarily to hide my face, but because it just looked really weird. It was such a weird perspective. It was hilarious, but it also got in the way, so yeah. Not the point. Not the point of the picture. And yeah, so yeah, just wanted like a mother of spiders kind of thing going. Um, I watch a lot of nature documentaries. Well, I haven't in a while, but I used to watch tons of nature documentaries. I would just watch the same one over and over again until a new one came out. Because they used to come out a lot more regularly than they do now, unfortunately. So, yeah, I watched a special on really poisonous spiders, and whenever they lay the eggs inside another spider corpse and they come out, it just looks super insane. And so I was kind of thinking about that at the time. Like I said, I could have done something cooler, and I kind of wish I did, but I still think she's cool, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Um, I'm a little tired, so forgive me. I also don't have a lot of time to do this voiceover because, um, family and friends and stuff will be here very soon, so I have to get this made while I can so that you guys can actually hear me. Once again, I was just recording at home and there's not a whole lot I can do about the noise, so there's not gonna be any background. For now, I thought I was pretty free this last week. I thought I was gonna be able to go and record somewhere quiet for a bit, and it just did not pan out. It is what it is. I still had fun doing this. That's just why there's no background noise again. I really want to get the drawing sounds in again and use my actual camera. Which reminds me, I need to clean off my SD card from the last time I filmed. I think that was my sketchbook tour for one of my tone sketchbooks, I think. The last one that I had. I don't think I have any more of that kind, any of the Strathmore. I love those books. I probably should get some more because I really, really like them, but for now, I should be okay. I'm definitely stoked for a new sketchbook. I just don't know which one to choose. I'm sure that it just depends on what I'm going to do with them. I just keep getting my hair in the frame. It's so hard to focus when it starts like peeking in. I did have to do this in a couple sittings because it started getting so dark, like super dark. And I don't think it rained that day, but yesterday it rained, which is when I finished the picture completely. I didn't film the other half of the face. Actually, at one point, there was some stuff that I meant to film, but I took a picture instead and thought I was filming for a while, which I was a little aggravated with, but it's okay. It's okay because you mostly get um what's going on. It's fine. Most of it's repeat stuff. You had to draw just kind of an indication of all the little spiders. And a couple of them ended up looking like some different types of bugs because I was trying to go quickly, but it's okay. Have been feeling loads better about drawing in my sketchbook though, so that's so nice. So there's the inks. She's a little crooked, but I already knew that her legs and stuff weren't going to show that much anyway. And I just start wetting the paper a bit. This paper deals with this pretty well, but you do occasionally end up getting some weird grain in there from the paper, like some lines essentially, most of the time. And there'll be a couple dead spots here and there, but a lot of the paper that I've used is just like that, so I don't really care. I mean, I would care if I was trying to do something very serious, but I'm not. I'm just making these scribbles, so it's fine. It's not really a huge deal. More refined scribbles. So, not illustrating anything. I don't even know if I have the skill set for illustrating anything. But yeah, I just kind of let it play on the paper. I love doing ink wash on here. I've had it bleed through a bit on a few of the pages, specifically where I used my Winsor & Newton orange color, colored ink, but it's fine. Like I said, it's not really a big deal, and I usually try not to put stuff on the back of other things now and then, aside from just mindless doodling, because I still do that in here. Not every page is a more refined sketch. It's just some stuff I'm sitting at the market, some stuff I'm sitting at the little food court at the Sam's Club, and I just draw, I don't know, a side profile or something while I'm waiting for pizza, and yeah. I don't really care. Um, I don't, like I said before, I don't do all of my sketching in my sketchbook. I do a lot of stuff, like very, very mindless scribbling on cartridge paper and tiny little simply bound pages of sketchbook paper that I stuff inside a bag that I keep my phone in. So, yeah. I kind of have more room to do this kind of stuff in the sketchbook because of that, but I do probably more mindless scribbling than I ever do things like this. I just really like doing that and not really worrying about how something's going to turn out so much. And I fell out of that for a bit. Um, I watched a couple artists recently. Um, One of them's up and coming, I think. He's very nice. I'm pretty sure his account is Vaughan here, and he's doing creature designs and working on a story, and that's really cool. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should just check out his channel. I'll try to remember to link it in my description, but yeah, his creature designs are pretty sick. So, and he seems nice. And I am afraid to pronounce the other one badly. So I will also try to remember to link her channel down below because I have been watching her videos quite a bit. And one of the ones, getting comfortable with drawing, I didn't think I would ever need because I have been comfortable with drawing for quite a long time. That's not to say that I'm really happy with where I am or anything like that, but just that the act of drawing is comfortable for me. I enjoy drawing. I don't get afraid of blank pages and stuff like that. But I started really stressing about it, and I just happened upon her channel one day, and I've watched the videos multiple times, especially the newer ones. And I started watching her getting comfortable with drawing video, and something kind of clicked in me about one of the reasons I was having issues. Um, Especially recently, while I was putting so much pressure on myself. And I mean, if you've recently lost someone, maybe don't listen. This might make you sad, but after losing my friend at the beginning of this year, and then someone I worked with who was just a really, really nice lady. I really liked her. She was so kind and hilarious and a spitfire and wonderful. Um, And a few years ago, an artist that I really, really admired passed away too from an illness, and it just really kind of shook me. And I always think about all of this stuff. Anyway, the whole point is I started to realize that I was putting so much pressure on myself because I felt like for all of the time that these people weren't going to have to do the things that they wanted to do anymore, I just felt like I should be making more out of what my life was and what I wanted to do. And it just, along with just having regular grief, I started putting a lot of pressure on myself, I guess. Not to make this really sad, but while watching her video, that realization kind of came to me, and I realized how hard that is, how I don't know, what a horrible weight to stick on my own shoulders, on anyone's shoulders. And I'm just a human. I'm just a human, and yeah, I just started working on that, I think, a little bit more and feeling better. So I'm hoping that that continues, and I recommend her channel. Her art's really good. She's improving really quickly. She's pretty funny to watch, and um yeah, both of them are really seem like lovely people. So I don't know anybody personally. Nobody at all. Yeah, absolutely no one. So I will try to link their channels, and if you're interested, you should check them out. I don't know whose truck that is, but it sounds so loud. But yeah. Anyway, good stuff. Really, really glad I got back to drawing because I drew this picture of this like cat man and then a dog guy, and my little brother thought it was awesome, so it was worth it. It was worth it. Now I just need to get back to doing designs again, a bit more regularly for our business. We bought this printer that does a lot of stuff, and it was a pricey little creature. And yeah, I need to make a bunch of stuff so we can use that the second it comes in, and try to get some stuff going for our little shop. Pretty stoked for that. That's always linked to if you just want to look at our Etsy. I don't think we ship anywhere aside from the US, just because every time I turn around there's something more complicated going on with all of that stuff, and it's a lot. So yeah. Um I waited so long to do the eyes. I don't know. I was sitting there with their empty void eyes for like 100 years, to the point that I almost forgot that I was going to color them in. And the eyes ended up a little lopsided, which is fine. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. That's what I get for not doing them kind of at the same time. And I had a feeling that I should just take my pencil back over the top and refine it just a little bit, just to make sure that there was only a tiny amount of room that I could screw them up, but I didn't do that, so. It's really nice to have these little acrylic markers. The only thing I don't like is them just being really disposable. You can't really refill them. I haven't used any other brand of acrylic marker, really. I think I had some in a Sketchbox or something once upon a time. But it wasn't really fancy or anything like that. And they don't always work very reliably, but the Sharpie ones are pretty good. So, oh, right here, I was looking at it, it looks so dull, and it was making me sad. Like, maybe it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. And then whenever I looked at it again the next day when I needed to finish it out, knowing I was going to be adding more depth and detail to it, I just realized that a lot of stuff needed another pass and needed some more darkness on it. So as soon as I added more contrast to this, it looked quite a bit better, and I added a little bit of texture to this weird skirt thing that I decided to put on there the day before. So yeah. And I did think about making the top black and then her midsection red to be the hourglass like on the spider, and I didn't do it. And maybe I should have, but I did not. I wanted a little bit more attention on the face. So, yeah. It's funny when you when you zoom in and you can see all the parts where you kind of got out of the lines. It's so funny. This is me fighting for my life trying to do the sketchbook close scene with one hand because I refuse to put my thing back up. Okay, so this is the actual finished picture because I went back and messed with it a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought. Have a good day or night, and bye.